fell in love with in 2017 doesn't exist anymore.
Fortnite is missing something.
Is Fortnite dying? If you look at the numbers, Fortnite is dying.
Back in 2017, the item shop was full of cool skins, pickaxes, gliders, and emotes. Fun, iconic, and just Fortnite. Today, the shop feels ridiculous. Nike shoes that cost V-Bucks, cars that cost V-Bucks, and at this point, they might as well add a supermarket and let you buy milk with V-Bucks. The early days of Fortnite used to feel iconic. Every update was an adventure. Every season told a story. But now it's not the same. The Fortnite island that once felt like its own world, a place where memories could be made, is now just a showcase of endless collabs and constant crossovers. What seemed like a fun addition at first would soon change the course of the game. So what happened? What decisions transformed Fortnite from a game with a soul into a crossover machine? This is the rise and fall of Fortnite's identity. What started as a small spark in the Save the World quickly became a wildfire, spreading across the globe and consuming players, lighting up the industry.
Fortnite is such a phenomenon that this weekend, a Fortnite esports event in Las Vegas drew nearly 700,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch. The game is on track to surpass the $126 million it generated through in-app purchases in February, according to SuperData Research.
Fortnite's rise was unstoppable in 2017. It was the moments that brought players together that made the game amazing. Tilted Towers was the go-to to drop zone. The Battle Pass gave players a goal to keep playing, reaching tier 100. Skins, emotes, other cosmetics back then was all original. Every unlock, every reward felt earned, and it kept players coming back week after week. And then there were the mysteries. Epic Games mastered the art of storytelling. Moments like the rocket launch, the visitor, Kevin the Cube, these weren't just flashy events. They sparked theories, debates, and speculation across the community. Players didn't just play Fortnite, they experienced it trying to predict what would happen next. Fortnite back then was unique, addictive, and unpredictable. Every match, every update, and every secret made the world feel alive. Epic wasn't just releasing patches, they were crafting a living experience. It was the game that created its own culture, the game that set its own trends, and the game that defined what a free-to-play game could be. That's why Fortnite didn't just rise, it exploded. It felt like it was on top of the world. But as always, all flames burn out eventually, and the fire Fortnite had once built was beginning to die. As Fortnite popularity soared, the pressures to keep players engaged began to change the game. Slowly, the spark that made it special started to dimmer.
Fortnite's Battle Royale mode is dying. If you look at the numbers, Battle Royale is seeing lows that we have never seen before. Is it over? Is Fortnite done?
Originally, early Fortnite collabs felt special. Rare events like Travis Scott, Thanos, Marvel. The player base was excited because they were limited time moments. One week they were there, gone the next. But looking back, who could have guessed that the game we once loved would eventually start chasing collabs instead of building its own? In the early days of Fortnite created trends, battle passes, live events, emotes, and more. But as the years went past, Epic began following trends instead of creating them. Movement like Apex, first person like Warzone, ranks like Valorant, TikTok dances to stay relevant, Fortnite became reactive instead of creative. As Epic chased collabs and trends, Fortnite original souls was slowly fading. But what they all built next would shock everyone. Behind the scenes, Epic Games' goals began shifting. Fortnite wasn't just a game anymore. It was becoming a platform, a stage for brands, celebrities, and corporate spectacles. The island became an Airbnb for Marvel heroes, anime icons, and music superstars. Fortnite originals pushed aside. Massive collabs at first was fun, exciting. Players had insane moments and unforgettable experiences, but the more they came, the more Fortnite's own identity began to fade. Suddenly, the island felt less like Fortnite and more like a crossover stage. Every big event tied to a brand, every season felt like an advertisement, and slowly, Fortnite's story started to vanish. The mysterious characters, the Visitor, the Ice King, barely even mattered anymore. The 0-point storyline buried after collabs after collabs. Fortnite wasn't crafting its world anymore. It was borrowing everyone else's, and it was clear that Fortnite's identity had finally reached the edge. One more step forward, and it would plunge her into oblivion. By now, Epic realized collabs print a lot of money, so they doubled down, then doubled down again, until eventually they pushed all their chips to the center of the table, then went all in. By Chapter 2 Season 4, collabs were no longer rare. They became the norm. One day you're fighting a Midas sweat, the next you're fighting Messi and Peter Griffin doing the greedy. The game had become a multiverse, a stage for anyone and everyone. The item shop turned into a catalog. Nike, Marvel, Star Wars, more collabs that anyone can even track. So what happened to Fortnite's own characters? Forgotten, laws buried. Every season theme became a crossover playground, and it was clear Modern Fortnite was nothing more than a billboard for ads, collabs, and crossovers. Fortnite's decline was almost inevitable. Games become repetitive, the skill gap widens, and original content runs thin. But yet, somehow, Fortnite remains a massive success. Fortnite didn't lose its identity by accident. Epic sacrificed it on purpose to expand the brand. Epic wanted Fortnite to become something bigger, something that could never be limited to builds, chapter, and OG maps, or even Battle Royale itself. Epic stopped building one game and started building a world where every game could exist. Battle Royale became one mode in a growing universe. Instead of asking, how do we improve Fortnite? Epic shifted, how do we make Fortnite the home for every genre? Fortnite didn't feel different because Epic ruined it. It feels different because Epic involved it into something entirely new. Fortnite today is a content machine. First person mode, Fortnite Festival, Lego Fortnite, Rocket Racing, endless collabs and endless modes, endless everything. Fortnite has transformed beyond recognition. But in the chaos, the traces of its original soul remains. Hints that maybe it could find its way back. So if you're still asking the question, what led to the downfall of Fortnite's identity? Well, I believe Fortnite's identity changed slowly after years of different updates until the Fortnite we knew in 2017 was almost unrecognizable. In 2017 to 2018, Fortnite had a pure, simple identity. One map, a small group of original characters, a bright, cartoony world, and a goofy Battle Royale. But as the player space exploded and the culture hype grew, Epic stopped chasing a single idea and instead tried to be everything at once. But Fortnite still has a potential for a rebirth. Epic has proven time and time again that it can unite players. Live events, massive map changes, creative 2.0 showcases, the studio's ability to craft shared experience. The question isn't if Fortnite can return to its roots, it's if it will. Fortnite stands at a crossroad. The island is full of chaos, creativity, and collabs, but can it remember its heart? Only time will tell. One map, one story, one world, gone, replaced by a multiverse. Building, emotes, chaos, and creativity are more than just nostalgia. They are the foundation of Fortnite. Leading into these foundations could help Fortnite reclaim its identity, not by copying and pasting the past, but by remembering why it mattered. Fortnite didn't lose players because it got worse. It lost them because it forgot the roots of what made the game special.